To be competitive in today's fast-moving marketplace, organizations need to drive innovation in every part of their business. As a result, more and more companies are embracing Agile development as a viable development methodology that delivers customer value faster in both information technology and across key business units. But what is Agile? What does it do? And how does it live in an organization alongside traditional development practices? Well, to answer these questions, let's meet Mary, the owner of a small toy store with great products and clientele. Her store is so successful and popular that she'd like to start selling her toys online. As part of this effort, she wants to modernize the infrastructure of the store to support further growth. The problem is that Mary isn't sure how to manage this expansion. The two projects don't have a lot of similarities. Upgrading the store's infrastructure involves a number of different steps, and the infrastructure cannot be used until all of these steps are completed. Selling toys on the internet involves creating an online database, then letting her customers buy toys on a website or smartphone application. Unlike the infrastructure, her online presence can be rolled out incrementally and expanded as needed. The two projects will have at least one common resource. Mary has hired Luke, an IT professional, to upgrade her infrastructure and design the website. Mary uses a single tool to manage the details of both projects from one place. She takes a look at what needs to be done and decides to work on the website first. Mary's not quite sure what her clientele expects from a toy store website, but does know that she wants to start as soon as possible. Given this, she decides to manage the website's development using Agile. Agile is a development mindset focused on delivering customer value. This means that if you work in an Agile fashion, you mitigate risk by continually sharing your work with your customers in order to validate that what you are building is what they really want. To do this, Mary contracts with Rajesh, a product owner who will work with a team to build the website using Agile Scrum. Agile Scrum produces the highest business value in the shortest time by developing products in an iterative, incremental manner. Each iteration or short development cycle is called a sprint. Each sprint is typically a few weeks long and involves requirements definition, product design, coding, and testing. The end result of every sprint is a potentially shippable product. So after the first sprint, Mary will have a live website that includes the functionality that she needs most. Each sprint after that will improve the website a bit more, incrementally building on top of each other. Prior to the first sprint, Rajesh meets with Mary. They use CA Agile Vision to document and manage her requirements in a product backlog. The product backlog outlines the project's timelines and priorities. Managing the product backlog is called backlog grooming. Requirements in Agile are called user stories because they are focused on what the customer or user needs. They are presented in a canonical form that emphasizes the customer. Once the product backlog is fully groomed, Rajesh starts a sprint planning meeting. Rajesh gathers his team together, and this includes Tammy, a Scrum Master, and the Scrum team. As Scrum Master, Tammy facilitates the sprint planning meetings. She also ensures that the project runs smoothly by removing any obstacles that prevent the team from doing their work. Rajesh presents the sprint's goal to Tammy and the Scrum team. The first sprint will focus on getting a basic website up and running so that Mary can start making money as soon as possible. The team reviews the prioritized product backlog and hones the user stories by asking the product owner for more details about them. They also size the stories in order to determine what stories will fit into the sprint. Tammy moves the high-priority stories from the product backlog to the sprint backlog. The sprint backlog defines the scope of Sprint 1. The team determines that they can work on 4 high-priority stories: creating a website, developing description pages for Mary's most popular toys, creating a checkout page, building a smartphone app for mobile purchases. Once the sprint backlog is complete, the Scrum team starts working on the user stories. Every day during the sprint, Tammy convenes the daily stand-up, a quick meeting where everyone answers 3 questions. What did you do yesterday? What will you do today? What obstacles are impeding your progress? Tammy records all progress in the sprint backlog. As the team does their work, she updates and shares the sprint burndown graph with the team. This graph highlights the progress made in the sprint and how much work is remaining. When all the sprint's work has been completed, the Scrum team presents the first sprint's deliverables to Mary in the end of sprint review meeting. After reviewing everything, Mary, Rajesh, and the Scrum team all agree that the website is ready to go live. Mary's toy store is now online. Now that customers can shop on the internet, Mary and Rajesh talk to them in order to get feedback on their experiences. This information is used to identify new requirements for upcoming sprints. As final action of the sprint, Tammy conducts a sprint retrospective meeting with the Scrum team. Here they systematically evaluate what worked well and what did not during the sprint, identifying what can be improved in the future. The retrospective completes the sprint. After that meeting, Sprint 2 starts and consists of the same process: sprint planning, daily stand-up meetings, the end of sprint review, and concluding with the retrospective. As the sprints continue, the team iterates to quickly and continuously improve the website until both Mary and her customers are completely satisfied. Using Agile Scrum to build Mary's website provided several benefits. First of all, Mary's website went online quickly, right after Sprint 1. While it's not everything that Mary wants, at this early stage, the website is functional, and more importantly, making her money. Secondly, Agile Scrum lets Mary be more certain of what she's getting. Since Rajesh continually asked Mary what she thought of the site's progress, the end result was closer to what she needed. Lastly, because Agile focuses on delivering customer value, it increases company revenue. Customer feedback was rapidly gathered and used to improve the website in later sprints, so that customers are happy and inspired to spend more money. All this time, Mary has been tracking the progress of the Agile project with her project management tool. It also shows the progress of Luke's work on the infrastructure upgrade project, which is managed in a traditional manner. Keeping track of both of these projects is a lot of work. Luckily, her management tool simplifies monitoring details for different types of projects. Which tool is she using? Well, Mary did some research to figure out which program would best enable her to manage both Agile and traditional projects in one place. She chose CA Technologies' Project and Portfolio Management solution, which consists of CA Agile Vision, used to manage Agile projects, and CA Clarity PPM, used to manage traditional development projects. This solution has three big benefits. First, it displays all of Mary's projects together, regardless of their management methodology, in a standard executive portfolio view. Secondly, it lets Mary track common resources, like Luke, across both Agile and traditional projects. Lastly, Luke can enter time in CA Agile Vision, and it will automatically show up in CA Clarity PPM. So, utilizing Agile Scrum and CA Technologies' Project and Portfolio Management solution, Mary's expansion was a success. Her website is online and generating money. Her store's infrastructure is fast and supports both the online and physical stores, and she can manage the ongoing efforts to improve both projects from one place. Mary's business is a resounding success, and her quest to bring her toys to the world continues. For more information on Agile and CA Technologies, please go to ca.com/getagile.